We're good. I'm good. Are you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How fun was that game to be a part of, just being able to kind of pin your ears back and get after Dak?
It was pretty fun. I mean, it all just came down to just getting the call and executing. And we knew once we get the call and execute, we were pretty hard to beat. So, I mean, it was pretty fun.
What makes this defense so dominating? Is it the coaching, athleticism, or?
I don't know. I just feel like we just have fun, you know. We practice hard week in, week out, and come game day, you know, we just go out there and have fun no matter what. So I just feel like we just go out there and have fun and just get after it.
Can you tell the difference between the pass rush this year and in previous years? Because obviously the stats show a steady improvement.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we practice it a lot more, and we just look at like our pass rushes from like the past and figure out what we did wrong, and we usually tweak them up and get them right. And I mean, it pays off this year, as you can see. So it's just been a great year.
Tosh never lets you guys have a day off in practice, does he?
Oh, never. We never get a day off. It's always get better at something. So we look at it as if we got 30 seconds, we're going 30 seconds to get better. So never have a day off.
What's the funniest thing he says out there to you guys? He's got a lot of sayings and nicknames and stuff.
Yeah, he do. I can't really think of one off the top. He just always, give me some juice, lots of juice. So he's pretty energetic, so he got a lot of sayings.
How different is it getting ready for a triple option this week?
It all just comes down to where your eyes at and being disciplined. It's gonna take a lot of discipline to execute this week. So we're gonna practice it and get our eyes right and be prepared to go out there and execute come Saturday.
Just a major difference from everything you face all the rest of the year. It's like a completely different style.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like a historic style of running. So I mean, it's just all about everybody taking care of their jobs at the end. So like I said, it's gonna take a lot of discipline.
What's your thought about last home game?
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty emotional, man. You know, the time flies by when you're here. Just being out there with my brothers, man. It's just, you know, seeing all those fans and everything. It's just gonna be a pretty emotional night.
How fast has it gone?
Pretty fast, just flown by so fast, man. Like I could just remember being here, just getting here, and now it's my last season. So, like I said, it's gonna be pretty emotional for me and the guys that came in together for sure.
What was that like? Your first impressions, your first days around this program, and how eye-opening is it?
It was, you know, you had the jitters, you know, didn't know exactly what was gonna go on. You was on your own, so. But I mean, the older guys that was here, you know, helped us transition and everything. So it got better, and now we're the older guys that's helping the younger guys transition. So it's just a never-ending cycle.
You remember that first game in Bryant-Denny?
No, but I remember the first game of the season. It was in Cowboy Stadium, played Michigan. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's your best moment or best memory of Bryant-Denny, you think?
You know, I can't really. I got so many memories. I just can't really pinpoint one just exactly. It's gonna be so many memories I just take with me, you know, from the years. So I can't really just pick one out.
What's the biggest thing you've learned, whether it's on the field or off the field, through this program?
That's a good question. Just knowing how to work and stuff, you know. Going through how we do things here is it just prepares you for life. So I would take everything with me through the rest of my life. Of course, all my brothers, you know, I'll never forget them. We all stay in touch, you know. All the members we have here, because we're together every day. So, I mean, it's family.
I remember Landon last year saying it meant a lot to him never having lost to LSU. Is that one of your favorite memories?
Oh yeah, 4-0. I can go back home, you know, 50 years from now, and get into one of my buddies back home and just tell him 4-0. You know, I can always hold it to him. So, I mean, I'm excited. I'm glad about that.
We asked about your on-field, but What's one of your best memories off the field with your teammates? Is there a time that can you share with us?
It'll just have to be the cookouts off the field. The cookouts, either at my house or Ryan's house or anywhere, man. Just the cookouts. It had to be the cookouts.
What goes on at these cookouts?
It's just the whole team there, and when we're all together, it's just hilarious because there's a lot of different personalities, and it's never a dull moment. It's a lot of entertainment. So I mean, just being around those guys, man, it's funny.
2 more guys.
Reggie's up for the Senior Class Award. What does he bring to this program? And he's campaigning a little bit on Twitter. If you would have to encourage people to vote for him, why should people vote for him?
Oh man, since day one, me and Reggie been tight. Just a great guy, man. I mean, through anything, he'll help anyone out. I mean, he's just so friendly, and it's just crazy how he is. Cause he'll break his back. If it's his last, he'll give it to you. That's just how he is. He always been like that. He's very kind-hearted. Just a great guy.
His decision to come back, how important is it for this defense and just his impact on this group?
He's the commander-in-chief of the D, so I mean having him back was a big asset for us because we knew with him in the middle, he was going to be able to control a lot of things with making the calls and stuff. So I mean it's been great. So.
Okay, thanks for
Sure. Yeah, what time is it? 10
See you one. Hillman. Cookout.
You don't even look the same.
Did you shave clean? You already got that mic?
No, I just trimmed it.
Okay.
I just trimmed it all the way down as low as I could.
Hey, what's this last game going to be? Last game at Bryant-Denny going to be like for you?
It's just exciting. My family's coming, my brother's coming. Like you said, it's our last game, Bryant-Denny. It's our senior year. It's just crazy to think about that. Everything went by so fast. And I know it's like people tell you that, and you hear about it, but then it actually happens, and you're just like, it really does.
Yeah. When you think about what memory, like your first impression of this place and all that, what hits you, that it's gone by so fast?
Really just, I don't know, getting into the month of November, and our coach is talking about winning November, and just realizing that Christmas is right around the corner. Last game of the year we always play Auburn, and that's only a week away now. So it's just kind of just those things, just noticing that it's almost Christmas time, Thanksgiving's right around the corner, just stuff like that. Just like it's almost over.
What makes the defense so dominating, and is this the best ever Alabama defense?
I think we just got a bunch of guys that really know what they're doing. We communicate really well with each other when we're on the field. Everybody's on the same page most of the time, and I think that helps a lot when you're trying to play defense. And I don't really know, if we're the best ever, but I think we're doing pretty good so far.
How big of a role does Reggie play into making sure everybody's communicating on the same page?
A big role. He, he's in the middle most of the time when I'm playing outside, and everybody's looking. Everyone looks to the inside backer to make all the calls, and he does that. So I mean, everybody's pretty dependent on him making the calls.
How much of a common influence is he in there? Especially when teams are trying to go hurry up, and you do need to make those calls on the fly a little bit.
It's just playing good defense. Everybody needs to know the call and be on the same page, and he really helps us do that because, like you said, you need somebody who can spit out the calls pretty fast when people are going fast, and a lot of people try to mess with our defense and move and shift in motion a lot. So you got to be able to change the calls as well after you already made a fast one.
Give an example of an adjustment he's made that obviously was really beneficial to maybe a play, or has there been some time when he kind of made a key adjustment at the last second?
No, I can't remember anything right off the top of my head, in the game, but it's almost every play. You have to make a call or make an adjustment and change the call.
A little different look this week. You've got an option team coming in here. How has that changed things?
It's just, it's like, it's truly assignment football. Everybody has a job, and if you don't do it, the option kind of eliminates, kind of what our team is, big people, fast people running around. You can just, with the option, you can just not block people and just take off running and option off people. But I think it's a good challenge, for our defense. We've kind of had, we've been all over the board playing different offenses and, people coming at us with different, schemes. And I think, it's just another one that, I think we'll do good adjusting and playing.
You're scouting up running back. Is it the height? Does that play any factor? What's the difference between like a tall running back and a shorter running back when you're?
I guess a shorter running back, is kind of easier to tackle once you're about to tackle him. Like Derrick, for instance, once he starts to stiff arm you, he has way longer arms. You can't really just grab around his stiff arm. It's just, I don't know. Bigger backs can just overpower you a little more, but smaller backs, you kind of can lose them in the line of scrimmage, when they're running the ball.
Have you seen people beat his stiff arm before?
Yeah, people have beat it before. It's just, it's just harder to do.
When's the first time you realized how fast Derrick was? Maybe in practice or something? Just how quick he was down the field.
Probably his freshman year. I think he went in, I want to say maybe it was the Arkansas game. He went in late and, ran one, rolled off the table, and then he just outran their whole defense down the sideline. That was kind of when everyone really realized, that he can really get going.
Did you expect any of that? Did that even, for you, take you by surprise, or had you seen some of that in practice?
No, I had seen it in practice, and I knew Derrick in high school, and, I saw him at the opening, which is a football camp, whatever, and, he did really well there, at the opening, running a 40 and everything. So, I kind of knew the athlete that he was and had seen him running and stuff, but, it was just crazy to see that in a football game.
You saw him at some of the All-Star camps. You want to make sure you're playing on the same team as him, so trying to tackle him in college.
Well, he was a year younger than me, so I came to college while he was still in high school, so I never even thought about that.
What has been the biggest difference this year with the pass rush than previous years? Can you kind of judge? Do you know if there's one thing you put your finger on?
I think we just got, guys coming back, like Ashawn and Jay Reed that feel, more comfortable and confident. And then also at the same time, I think, Tosh helping the outside backers and Tim Williams and Ryan Anderson and all them coming off the edge and, how he develops them in their pass rush moves helps a lot. And, I also think with our depth, how many people we roll in, I think that always helps you have a fresh D-line rushing the passer.
Anything else? We'll get Richard in here. Thanks, Dylan.
You got a pretty interesting perspective on this. You haven't been here your entire career, but you've had one season here. Just, I guess, what a senior day. What did you grow to love about this place in a year?
Just everything. Top to bottom, like coaches, players, fans. It's just been an amazing season, I would say, and I've been loving every part of it.
How would you say the offense is doing right now? What are some things as you head to the final stretch that needs to be still working to improve, I guess?
Obviously our running game's been doing really good, and I feel like if we just take the next step in our passing game, I feel like we'll be unstoppable. But like I said, Derrick's been running awesome for us and really been helping a lot.
Have you heard some of the kind of criticisms out there about the passing game that that's one of the weaknesses, I guess, of this team? Have you heard any of that?
Nah, I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I just, we know what we need to work on, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, you did say the next step. I was wondering what that is. What you're referring to specifically.
Just being more consistent. Obviously, I know the first quarter was rough for us on offense, but I know we stepped it up, and Calvin had that huge play for us. But yeah, like I said, just being more consistent.
We've seen it on television from the press box, but on the field, how explosive an athlete is Calvin? Speed and change of direction quickly.
It's amazing just being able to be with him, every day practicing. Just the plays he makes in practice. I mean, I'm not shocked by the play he made. Obviously, it was awesome, but I see that every single day.
Really?
What you call that spin move? Because he does. He pivots really quickly, and almost on a dime, he's changing direction and stuff. So, have y'all joke about that, or kind of tease him, or just you were just in awe of when he does that?
Kind of in awe, but I mean, like I said, I see him do that stuff at practice. So, I mean, it's just Calvin being Calvin.
You feel bad for that guy who kind of got left in the dust in that long touchdown the other day.
What was that?
You feel bad for the guy who kind of came up empty on the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, Calvin made a great move.
You've been through one senior day, I guess. Is that right?
No, I haven't. Mm.
So this is it, huh?
Yes, sir.
But your last game at Oregon State was what? Not a senior day.
Well, I got hurt last year, midway through the season, so I didn't really have a senior day.
You've dealt with injuries, pretty much throughout your career. How is it nice to kind of actually have a complete season right now, where you've been able to obviously have success? Is that refreshing a little bit?
Absolutely. I mean, just to go through the season without any injuries, like you said, it's been a blessing, and it's been really nice.
It's like blocking on the edge when Derrick's coming by. What's that experience like?
It's easy. I mean, with a guy like him, you pretty much just have to get in the way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Have you had former teammates at Oregon State reach out to you, and what's the experience been like playing here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I talk to, some of the guys pretty much every single day, and I know they're going through a tough time there, but they're really happy for me, and with the success I've been having.
What are they asking?
Just kind of how everything is, and I mean, mostly we talk about just life stuff, not really football, but they're, like I said, they're excited for me.
Anything else?
Express confidence in Henry is going forward. Can y'all rely on him, or is it some of the younger backs need to get in that rotation to give him some rest? Or?
I think just everyone contributing. Receivers, like I said, just everyone stepping up, just to take the workload off of him. Because I mean, obviously we can rely on him, and he can do it. But I think it'd be nice just to have everyone contribute.
You have the unique perspective of obviously not being a part of this team for several years when Derrick was coming up. When was the first time you realized how fast he was? Was it practice, in the game? Because his speed can be deceiving.
Probably the first game, Wisconsin. I remember going down to make a block on the safety, and next thing I know, I look forward, I guess, and he was already in the end zone. I was like, wow. Yeah, he's really fast.
What's it been like to play here at the stadium?
It's been awesome. I mean, playing in front of 100,000 people, it's been, I can't even describe it.
What have you seen from Derrick, kind of away from football a little bit? What kind of, we see a very focused guy on the field, and even in this room, but what's he like in the locker room when you're just kind of hanging out? What's your impression of him?
He's just a leader, on and off the field, whether we're in the weight room or whatever it is, and even off the field, he's just a guy you can joke around with and, have a good time, but, he's the leader of our football team.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.